You're listening to the Red Podcast.
This is a special episode of Red Podcast. Project X launches today. We've been teasing it for a long time. We've got a special offer for you, especially if you're interested in making money via crowdfunding or Kickstarter. That's coming up on this special episode of the Red Podcast.
This is the Red Podcast. Real entrepreneur development. Make more money, work less, and live a life of freedom. No BS advice that really works. Here's your hosts, David Hooper and Laurel Staples.
Welcome to the Red Podcast. This is a special episode, Laurel. Big announcement.
It's a big day, David.
Big day. We've been talking about Project X for the last few episodes. And Project X is finally live. We're finally doing the big reveal. What is it, Laurel?
Project X is called Love Your Face. It's a minimalist skincare line for women that want to make their skin glow. It's very exciting.
All natural. You've got a secret ingredient used throughout the ages. It's at least a few hundred years old that we know about. Native Americans used it. They called it life medicine.
It was a few thousand years old, actually. When we were researching ingredients for our formula, we came across this herb that's literally been used for thousands of years throughout history. It was written about in Shakespeare's plays. It was used by the ancient Greeks, the ancient Chinese, the Arabians, all kinds of people, including Henry VIII, Alexander the Great. It's used throughout history to soothe and heal skin, but no one was using it in the current marketplace in a skincare product, in a full line of skincare products. So it was something that we decided that we were going to bring into our minimalist skincare line.
But Love Your Face is much bigger than simply a skincare product. There's also a social element to this as well.
True. When we came up with our vision for Love Your Face, it was always going to be a social enterprise. That was kind of first and foremost for what my business partner, Kate Mason, and I wanted to do. And we really wanted to create a social enterprise that benefited women. And it went through a couple different phases of how we wanted that to look and who we wanted to involve in that. But how it turned out is we created something called the Fearless Fund. And that's our way to kind of have a ripple effect of positive change throughout other women in the world. So the money that we're making with this company, we're putting towards scholarships and training for other women who want to create their own businesses or community projects or just do something good in the world. And we're going to give them the financial support to do it.
So it's investment in other people who are starting businesses.
Exactly.
Or else community projects as well. It doesn't have to be a for-profit business. Maybe it's a community garden, for example.
Exactly. We wanted it to be something that affects other people. So we wanted to give these scholarships to women who are doing something to positively affect other people. And that can be through a business, through a community project, through starting a charity, whatever that looks like. So we're going to run a contest every year and get ideas submitted and choose the best ideas to support.
So this is one of the things about real entrepreneur development. This podcast, what you and I do, we're really, really big on hiring other people, providing jobs for people. We're big on the environment. We're big on making positive social change. And this is a business, Love Your Face is, that encompasses all of that. There's certainly people that will be hired to make the product, distribute the product. And as you mentioned, the money from the product, it isn't just a stack on your big stack of money that you've got, Scrooge McDuck. This is to make positive change through female-powered businesses, female entrepreneurship.
That's definitely what gets me really excited and makes me want to work on something every day, is not for that supposed pile of money that's going to pile up in my bank account, but to do something that's going to give back and that's going to help other people do what I've been able to do. I mean, that's pretty exciting. And to have that same vision with your business partner, to be able to create something together that helps other people and does something greater than yourself, that's a pretty powerful thing.
Here's the exciting part for you listening to Red Podcast. Even if you're not interested in skincare at all, even if you're a guy, because this is predominantly for women. Now, you could buy it for a woman that you know, but even if you're a guy, if you're a Red listener and you help support this project, not only are you going to get to see how Laurel has launched it, the good, bad, and ugly, what she does to communicate with people so you can make your crowdfunding project a success. We're going to go deeper than that with a special workshop, some special training that shows you before, during, and after a Kickstarter or crowdfunding campaign. Really, really go deep, because this was not just something that we pulled the trigger on today. This has been going on for a few months, several weeks, and it has been a lot of work. These things don't just happen.
Not at all. We have been working on this for a long time, and it's been really exciting to get up into this point and to actually press the button to launch. And the next 30 days are going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting and scary, isn't it?
It is. But I think it's good. I think if you're not scared somewhere inside you to do your next goal, your goal isn't big enough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really easy to play small, and we've certainly played small at times in our lives. We played big, sometimes maybe too big, but even when you play too big, you find that you can survive and that you're not dead and you have another day and another business within you. And I think that encourages you to play big the next time. It doesn't scare you off. It makes you stronger.
I think what's been really exciting is, David, you and I, we coach a lot of people. We talk about this stuff, but what's exciting for us is to actually do it. And that's the thing, is I have a lot of clients that I work with, but I like to be in the trenches. And I think the only way you can really learn this stuff is by doing it. And so whether this turns out good or bad or ugly or whatever that looks like, what I'm going to learn through this process and this experience is going to be invaluable for me and for the people that I work with and for the listeners to this show. And that's why it's been kind of fun, David, to have you helping me out with certain aspects of this business and us being able to team up on parts of it. It's just been engaging.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's really easy to read about business. It's easy to get on Facebook and talk about business, but where it gets really, really good is when you're actually in there doing it. And you don't always win, but regardless, it's still a heck of a ride. It feels really good to actually be doing it, and that's why we do that from time to time. You've had a series of retail stores. I have had live events. I had the second largest music business conference in the country at one time. Certainly book publishing, music licensing, being in the trenches like we have over the years. It is what has made us good coaches. It's what makes this podcast different. We're not just talking about a book that we read. We're talking about it from experience.
For instance, when it comes to Kickstarter, I read many, many books on Kickstarter. When we went on our honeymoon, David, I read books on Kickstarter on the way to our honeymoon. I read books on Kickstarter on the way back. But none of that was the equivalent of actually doing everything that it takes to launch a Kickstarter campaign. And same with business. You can read 20 business books, but until you actually launch a business or implement that marketing strategy you've been learning about, you don't know what it takes and you don't have the experience. And that's what's really exciting, again, about doing this, is just getting the experience and hopefully seeing good things come from it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's talk about the special offer. Here's the deal. If you donate just $1, you'll get all of Laurel's updates. You'll see how she's crafted the proposal. You'll see what she's doing to engage people during the 30-day crowdfunding process. You'll see what she does to follow up with people. That's available to you for just $1. But for $100, you get a lot more. First of all, you get the Love Your Face collection. And Laurel, what is that?
It is our 5 different products, which include a cleanser, a mask, a scrub, a spray, and a lotion. All natural products, all made with our secret ingredient.
It's ecologically friendly, great for a gift, and that's available at lyface.com/Kickstarter if you want to find out about that. But we're going even deeper for Red listeners. It's called How to Create a Head-Turning Kickstarter Campaign in Just 30 Days. Not just head-turning, but a Kickstarter campaign that's actually going to get you the funding for your business that you need. That is free as a bonus just for Red listeners when you invest $100 or more with the Love Your Face campaign. Again, lyface.com/Kickstarter. If nothing else, go there right now. Check out the video. That alone is worth it just for the marketing lessons you're going to get. But if you give $1, you get to watch Laurel for the next 30 days, the good, bad, the ugly of this campaign. and think about the $100 because that's where we're going to go really, really deep, and you'll be able to do the same thing that she's done. Get it up, get it going, make that money, and get the respect of people in your industry.
And our Kickstarter training is just for Red listeners. So that is exclusively for you if you donate on there. It is not mentioned on the campaign that you will get any extra training. So that is from us to you.
You'll have to let us know, redpodcast.com. Once you donate, just go there. So go to lyface.com/Kickstarter to actually contribute and to get the initial reward of the Love Your Face signature collection. Then let us know. Forward the email to hello@redpodcast.com. We'll get you hooked up on this exclusive training to help you have your own Kickstarter success, get the money that you need, get the publicity that you need, and get the respect in your industry that you want.
We really appreciate any support that you can give. Even just sharing the message about this campaign can really help. So please share it on Facebook and Twitter and tell your friends.
So thanks so much for listening. We will be back with a new episode tomorrow. We've also got some great episodes of the Red Podcast coming up where we talk about Love Your Face, what Laurel is doing in the trenches now, telling you how to succeed with your own campaigns, your own marketing, your own partnerships, and your own businesses. Those are coming up over the next couple or 3 weeks. So we'll see you next time on the Red Podcast. Until then, check us out online at redpodcast.com. See you on the next one.
You've been listening to Red Podcast, Real Entrepreneur Development. Subscribe today using iTunes, Stitcher, or via RSS at redpodcast.com.